a sauna.
Ah, dying.
Welcome to the
Ah,
June episode of Instagram Pipe Makers Club. Um, the shortest running pipe podcast with Master of Pipes, Jay Furman.
well, I suggest next time you write something down, read from it
You could say the
instead of
longest
going on
the
the
second
fly.
longest running pipe podcast with Master of Pipes Jay Furman in it.
All right, we all know Master Pipes. We can get past that now.
Apparently, the Master of Cigars too.
No, let's not even go there.
All
Okay,
right, Nate, you want to read the
what the
challenge?
challenge was for June?
Okay, so for June, Jay put on an announcement in the Discord that said, again, this will be different than any other pipe any of you have made. This will become a quintessential piece for the beginning of summer. Think hot weather, requiring lighter clothes. No Pants Nation is a thing. With warm weather comes minimalism, and we all know what a minimalist I am. That's Jay talking, not me. I'm not a minimalist.
You're not a minimalist.
No.
I
Vest
am.
pocket pipe. Something you can load, pocket, and go. Keep in a front pocket of your shorts. No need to carry anything else. Anything else? Because I'm thinking multi-tool of pipes. Maybe an integrated holder for matches or a striker on the bottom. The idea would be to load and go, errand running, that kind of a piece. And since there are rarely made anymore by anyone, it'll be interesting to see how the pipe community reacts. And I agree. I think it will be interesting to see.
That's it. That's
All
all I
right, is
wrote.
that it? I don't.
That is all you wrote.
Okay.
That's all she wrote.
Vest pipes were used to be a thing back in the 20s, 30s, 40s. That can, when men
People
would
wore
wear a
vests.
vest, right? So the pipes were narrower, not so much well, similar to an opera style oval bowl. Not
Hmm.
not just the chamber being oval, the chamber didn't have to be, but the pipe width itself from side to side would be narrow. So you can carry it more slim like and not show a profile. And then vest pipes, pocket pipes were much smaller in size, where the stem was actually designed where I never take a stem out of a pipe. These are designed to actually turn to create a more compact approach to it. And then you could slip it right into your pocket. So, being as though it's summertime, June challenge ending in the end of June for the beginning of the summer for July, I thought it would be kind of cool to do something similar to that, see what they come up with, where you can basically fill your pipe with tobacco, put a pipe cleaner on top, curled up to keep it in, or a wind cap of some sort, and then fold the stem in or turn it in, and then slip it in your pocket. You go on a hike, short hike, a day hike, you go to the mall, whatever it is that you're doing, stay cool in this heat. And you have a pipe on the go, integrating with something like matches built into it or some type of fire to all in one piece. Basically, it's a stash and go. You load it, you put it in your pocket, you go. When you're ready to smoke, you can light it up and go. I just thought the concept was just different to begin with, the twist on the vest pipe, but also the mere fact that none of them have ever done anything like this whatsoever. I usually go through their pages when I'm trying to think of things to do to see what
Hmm.
they've done or what they're good at. And sometimes when I see stuff that they're making that I think they can improve on, I'll choose that as part of the challenge to get them out of their box more, learn more, experience more, and just do things in a more artistic way. So that was the basis of this. So go ahead, roll those pictures.
Oh,
Roll
that
that
beautiful
beautiful
bean speech. Who said that?
The dog, who probably had less hair than you.
All right, we
That's
ready?
probably true.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. First up is ZZ.
ZZ
ZZ. ZZ is
Z Z.
he always does a lot of pipes. As you can see here, there's multiple pipes pictured.
He's an overachiever.
Yeah. He says, first model done, and according to my summer fishing vest is perfect. Also according to my smoking style. Second model under evaluation. And then the next one he said, good morning, Spartan. My basic vision of a simple pocket pipe adapted to my smoking style. Number 3 will be evaluated at ASAP.
Kirk,
So
flip
then-
that picture to the next one. Go ahead.
Okay, so there you go. So then the third one says Model 3 performed. So you can kind of see with these pipes, they're all pretty similar. I don't think in the pictures that he posted in the Discord, he shows that you can turn the stems on these to try to kind of make them a little more compact and a little more like uniform in shape if you're going to put them in your pocket or something like that. But yeah, I don't, he always does a good job. He always does, like we already said, multiple pipes. But these are, I really like the first one that's on here. That's from the left to right. The first one on the left there. I like how the grain kind of flows the way the bowl is rounded. But all of these are pretty cool. I like these pretty well.
Yeah. He took out his fishing vest and everything else to actually put it into a pocket and everything else as if he was taking it out. But I mean, he always has the first pipe done the second day I put up the challenge, which,
Mhm.
you know, is just crazy. So that he has so much extra time. He makes, 2 more. The one on the right, the third pipe is the one that actually meets the challenge completely. If you were to turn that in, it would be a complete piece closed. The second one, if you turn that stem, it's not going to do anything. So,
Right. Yeah.
For size, it's exactly what you want. The first pipe, I love the shape on the first pipe and the stem.
Yeah.
It looks like a more comfortable smoking pipe than the last one. But look, this is what ZZ does. He puts them out fast and he puts them out nice. No comment, Justin? Mayor Mango?
I didn't know that's next on the list. All I see is Jay space in the pipes. Yeah, I mean, I did question ZZ about, why do you make so many pipes? How do you make so many pipes? And his reply was, you've got me under pressure.
Yeah. For some reason, he always thinks he has to take out the extra pasta sometimes for some of the challenges, he says.
Yeah. Well, then that vest he had on, he was a sharp dressed man. So
Yes. But he always overachieves. And I love him for it because he really does enjoy doing it. That's really what it is. He enjoys the challenges.
regarding the pipes though, and since, nobody caught that I had ZZ Top jokes there.
We caught it.
That's why,
Yeah,
I
we call
giggled.
it wasn't that good though. But go ahead.
Oh, well, okay. I tried. What can I say? I love the grain on the third one. Well, I love the grain on all 3 of them, but for some reason, I don't know. I like the shape and the way the grain flows in the third one. As always, ZZ always, like I said, he overachieves, went over the top and made 3 pipes. But I think he has a lot of fun doing it, and I think this shows in every one of these pipes. They're unique, they're fun. He did exactly what we were looking for in the challenge, and I guarantee you ZZ had a blast doing it,
Oh yeah.
and I
Well,
think it shows.
that's the most important part, that he has fun. When you say so, Billy Gibbons.
Aha, ha, ha.
You put a hat and glasses on him and he fits it.
So the second one in the middle is that bit, or what was that called? The button.
Button.
It kind of looked like it had a softy bit on it, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird. I've never seen a button like that, I guess. Like it's almost like it's made for
I've actually
to fit your
seen
teeth
them.
right in there.
Yeah, well, I've seen them like that, but actually reversed, where it'll be higher. And I have actually asked makers to make that for me in certain pipes, where the top of the button is higher than the bottom,
Mhm.
because when I clench it, it'll sit on the back of my tooth, on the upper teeth, and not, slip out, almost like more of a wall. Depending on the pipe when I'm having it made, I know the size and the weight and everything else. Uh, no, but no softy bit. It's just different. Like everybody has their own way of making, the button, the slot, and everything else. Some of them use the same dimensions. Jeremiah Sandel is very good at that. Every one of his pipes is the same size, and I know any pipe of his that I put in my mouth is going to feel exactly the same. All right, Kirk, next.
Yep.
I know ZZ doesn't sell his pipes,
No,
but I'm gonna get my hands on a ZZ pipe one day. He is so much fun. Like
you want to touch
that
his pipe?
dude.
You want to grab a hold of one of his pipes?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next we have Kevin Foster.
Kevin said, finished mine up just before getting back on the road to Munich. I tried something new. I'll let others be the judge of whether it worked or not. She's chunky, but still fits the dimensions of what I think most people would consider to fit a vest or jacket pocket. And it is, he says, but it still fits the dimensions of what I think most people would consider to fit into a vest or jacket pocket, but he doesn't list the dimensions at all. So it does
We'll
look
forgive him.
small,
He was
though.
probably late for
Oh.
flight or something.
I know that bamboo, and I know where the knuckle sits and where the next knuckle would be, and that's probably about an inch and a quarter worth of bamboo. Put the briar against it, and then the stem. You're probably talking, probably just shy 4 inches on that pipe. Definitely a nose warmer. Definitely going to burn off your whiskers.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not a pipe for me, but I do want to say that the way he did the stem on this is insane. Um, it like with the accent piece or whatever it is that's going into the bamboo. It to me it kind of looks like a bone that's been chewed on, like there's still flesh on it at the top. I don't know. Like it the way the bamboo, it
You are
almost looks
morbid.
like a tibia and a fibia coming off of the
You are
kneecap.
morbid. Where are you
You,
getting this?
you know what I'm talking about? Like
I know what you're
yeah,
talking about, but you
right there.
equate it to human bones
Look at it.
that were
I mean, it
chewed.
just come on. That's exactly what it looks like.
It looks like a
But
half-eaten chicken wing.
yeah, that too.
Look, you know what? Bottom line, it's a beautiful piece.
It
I
is.
I have lots of pieces with bamboo, with the wide shank bamboo. To see it turned like that, where the bamboo tunnel runs along the top and the node is like that, absolutely gorgeous the way he did that. Just absolutely beautiful. And that's a very narrow piece. Like I said, it's probably 4 inch or just shy in length, and it can't be much wider than an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter at its widest point, measuring from the bottom. It's just an absolutely beautiful piece.
I love this pipe. I absolutely love the pipe. This might be one of my favorite pipes I've ever seen Kevin make. The bamboo is very unique. You don't see a lot of pipes done in this bamboo. Um, yeah, it's the way he melded the stem into the bamboo. It kind of, I don't know. It just kind of looks like it grew all together. Like this pipe was just like plucked out of the ground, refined a little bit, drilled some holes in it.
I
Like
like
it
the way he
looks,
left some of the roughness of the bamboo at the top. Didn't clean it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's a very organic looking pipe. I don't know. I
I
love it.
wonder, I wonder if that's the piece of bamboo I sent him. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous piece. And like you said, the stem going into the insert, just phenomenal. Kevin has a real eye for aesthetics. And yeah, this is definitely one of his top three pieces.
When you're
Kirk.
looking
Anything?
I have,
straight,
You can talk, Kirk.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have nothing to
You don't like it?
no, I like
You don't
it.
want
It's,
to. You don't want to say anything bad about it. Is that it?
You don't like Kevin?
anything I have to
You
say
don't-
about it is inappropriate, so I'm not gonna say
You don't
it.
like Kevin, or you don't like Delta? What is it?
Whatever I have to
are
say
you
is
thinking what
is
I'm thinking,
inappropriate.
Kurt?
You're male reproductive organ, maybe
Maybe that's why I like it.
the the
We-
blast, especially like on this bottom one, you can see it. This
the blast reminds you of a male reproductive organ. Does this bring testes to mind? Is that it? Are you thinking shaved walnut?
yeah, shape.
Where are you getting this? And if you consider that the proper size, I just said this was 4 inches or less.
I'm not
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
actually not what I was thinking.
What
Kurt.
do you have to model it after?
No, if you never mind.
So when it comes to pipes, size doesn't matter. Okay.
Don't never mind us, Kurt. Go into it, buddy. We want to know what you're
I'm just
thinking.
saying that this
I
bottom one looks like a ball sack. Is what it looks like. That's all I'm gonna say.
there. You finally said it.
Well,
Huh.
Boy, why
like
was
your-
it so hard for you
I
to
like
say
your
ball
pipe,
sack?
Kevin. You know, this is one pipe I could see Nate smoking while making eye contact with Kevin.
While rubbing the ball sack at the bottom?
Just giving a little, yeah, little tease.
All right,
Okay.
next.
Next, let's see. My app just reset. All right, this is from PM Whitmore. It says let's see, my humble entry into the Pocket Pipe Challenge. Love how the Briar took on 2 different colors on the side panels. Briar number 34, 4.4 inches long, 1.8-inch bowl height, 75.75-inch chamber diameter, 1.7-inch chamber depth, acrylic stem. And I do see what he's saying, how one side of the Briar is like the stain is kind of like a dark red, and the other side is much lighter.
Mhm.
But I really like the way he did the rustication on this. I wish there was a picture that was like kind of straight on. There's one.
Well, I'm glad you're looking at it on your phone. We don't have it on here.
Yeah. Well,
Zoom
whose
into
fault is
the
that,
top
Jay?
left.
I really like the shank that he did, the flow. And if you look, yeah, you can in this picture, you can kind of see how he rusticated the stem also. And so the stem flows down into the shank with that rustication on top. And then the sides flow with that smoothness, and you got that little bird's eye there. But I think this is a very good looking pipe. I really like the way it's shaped. He does have a picture, the bottom 2 pictures where he flips the stem around. And I'm not, yeah, there you go. So
Yeah, go to the left, the right one. There you go, right there.
I hope nobody's epileptic.
Well, there are epileptic people, Nate.
Or,
I assure
or
you that.
dyslexic. Or dyslexic. They're looking at the wrong one. Where he flip, the stem being rusticated and part of it, of the appearance of the Briar really made it work in terms of flipping it around. If the stem came out the top of where you'd think it was, it wouldn't have worked the same way. So it being longer in length and matching shortens the pipe for when you fold it in, which is fine. And the wind cap on it is exactly what I was talking about. The sides, you can't tell, like you said, because there isn't a picture straight on that we have posted here, but they are flattened. So it comes out in a narrower profile as opposed to a rounded bowl like a brandy would look, more volcano-ish like. So it does fit that no bulge type appearance in your pocket. I don't know. Are you looking for bulges, Kirk? Are we back? Are we done with ball sacks? So this does fit in terms of what the challenge was, especially just its size itself. I think it's a great piece. And I'm sure it'll smoke very well.
I love the panels on the side.
Mhm.
I love how it's slimmed down. I do love the contrasting, um, the finish on either side. Um, where I think, and take this with a grain of salt, I am not a pipe maker. I have made a couple pipes. I'm by no means an expert. What I think would have been cool with this pipe is if he had gone more like polish and that shank had come up more straight and a little bit shorter. With that stem that he had, the stem would have like curled right over the top of the bowl.
I can see that. You're right. You're right. I
Yeah.
see it. In your non-expert opinion, you're correct.
Yeah. But that being said, I don't mean that as a critique. It's just that's what I as soon as I saw this, that's what I envisioned was like, ooh, like slight umpal where it's the face of the mortise is perpendicular. Is that the right word? But no, parallel to the top of the bowl. But I love the rustication, the just the kind of the contrasting rustication that he did. I don't know if he like rusticated the whole pipe and then flattened the sides.
You know,
I'm gonna
what's interesting is if you think about it, if the sides were rusticated, all right, and this was a regular shaped pipe round all around and not flat, putting it in your pocket and carrying it around, eventually after use, you would wear down the rustication. The briar would just naturally wear from rubbing. So being smooth, you're not going to get that. So the finish will actually stay the way it is for quite some time in and out of your pocket.
Mm.
Anytime, Kirk. Feel
Yeah,
free to jump right in.
yeah. I mean, I like the everything you guys said, the rustication, the grain, the smooth grain. I like this, yeah, rustication on the stem. Yeah, just everything flows really well with it.
Rusticating the stem and turning it like that, it helps. But rusticating the stem reminds me so much of Tom's work at Malcolm's Pipe Shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Orton too.
Oh, Brian stipples the entire stem.
Yeah.
And people look at it. Some people see it and they go, "Oh my God, they have the most comfortable things I've ever had in my life." Those are clenching pipes. I have 7 or 8 of them, and every one of them clenches beautifully. Go ahead, Kirk.
All
Take
right.
that.
Next,
Yeah, you're gonna have to zoom in here on this. My
Mhm.
cranny glasses are on top of my head.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, go to the top
Raphael
left
always
first because that's where you're going to see the size comparison to his hand. And he's not an ogre with giant hands. That's a tiny pipe.
it's a beautiful pipe.
Absolutely gorgeous. This is what you
Yeah.
were talking about, Justin, in terms of like an Paul type look to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah.
comes up and that would fold right up. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look, let's face it. He's an artist first, a pipe maker second. The fact that he's an excellent pipe maker with artistic skills puts him way over the top. I mean, it's just everything about this is just beautiful. Read it.
La pipa inspirada en la foro de and he doesn't write anything in
All right,
English.
Justin, translate it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Says.
This pipe looks like a flower.
Ah,
Did I just pulled that out of my butt. Did I actually say that? Or did
I
I?
have no idea. I try to
Actually,
hit
the translation is specifically, do you have a pen?
so yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, Raphael. These are
He didn't
beautiful
put it.
pipes.
No,
He
normally
usually put.
I have to copy and paste this stuff into a translator so I could uh, converse with
Well,
him up and back.
I could probably try to do that real quick.
No, don't.
All right, I won't do it then.
Look, he's going to give us the dimensions and millimeters and everything else. I mean, we could look at this thing. I could look at this thing all day long and just simply be amazed.
Mhm.
Kirk, scroll up a little bit and zoom into that top right picture. Yeah, right there. Move it up. I want to see the pipe on the left. You see that plug in there?
Oh, yeah, right here.
in the bottom.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where it actually comes through for the drilling. So the drilling comes out there and then up again.
Hmm.
And then the plug is put in there to create the perfect flow inside the draft hole. His
Okay.
work is incredible. The fact that they stand like that, that's balance
That's
because
the turkey pipe.
this is just unbelievable.
So Justin was actually pretty close. And I know you told me not to do this, but I did.
I know you did. I knew you would.
The thing he said, the pipe inspired by the anthurium flower is a symbol of hospitality and abundance, evoking the beautiful and meaning of the flower. This accessory adds a touch of elegance to the wearer. Additionally, it provides adequate time to enjoy a pleasurable experience with this delicate piece.
Zoom out for a
So,
second, Kirk. No, yeah, out.
That's in. They're now back in.
Go up. The other way. No, push the picture up so you can see the bottom.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, right there.
mm,
See, that one's bamboo. Now go to the other picture.
On the left?
No, the one that we were just looking at with the two pipes.
Kirk, do you need to go back to kindergarten, man?
Right there. That one is carved in the briar to be like bamboo, the same way Radici does it.
that one, I called it the turkey pipe, but he made a turkey face on the back of that one, the
Did
one
he?
on the left. And I don't think he gave Kirk the second picture, but he posted two pictures, and one of them was just of that turkey pipe, and he like you can get that little thing sticking off the back is his beak.
Hmm.
So
It's just beautiful work.
yeah, it is. It reminds me very much of the anthurium flower. It's just absolutely beautiful.
You had to Google what an anthurium flower was, didn't you?
No,
Just
I'm
now
just
while we
taking
stalled
his
for him.
word for it. I didn't even go that far.
You know what I find the most beautiful and elegant part of his pieces? His nomenclature, the signature that's just carved into the side. It's just the elegant.
Hmm.
I like so the pipe on the top left. Thing I love about that, I love how the bamboo piece on there looks like it's actually part of the briar. Um, like they're just melt that the curve of the bamboo and the curve of the briar are just like perfectly mated together.
Hmm.
I love that. And then he has these two dimples on the sides that are like almost like they're made for holding a pipe. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys can see me, but like that. It just feels very
Thought
I
out.
don't know. I don't the word I can't like it would be held comfortably. What's the word for that? I ain't too smart.
Comfortably.
Comfortably
Yeah, I
in the
think
hand.
comfortable is probably the right word.
Yeah, I'm sure he you know, actually built this around that bamboo. He shaped that bottom part, the flow with the bamboo to the stem, and then shaped the briar rest of it to fit just so perfectly into that.
I mean, this picture makes the pipes look big because it's next to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, and we all know how big the Eiffel Tower is.
I'm going to steal the Eiffel Tower.
All right, next one here is from Freehand Pipes.
Johann.
Johan is so crazy. This one's insane.
This is the most interesting piece I have seen. And I'll tell you why afterwards, but go ahead.
Okay. He said, "My take on a pocket pipe. It all started with a piece of scrap briar I found when cleaning. I decided that whatever pipe I made this month should come from this piece, and from that grew this shape. Briar stumble half charred and brush rustication, the other side mostly smooth. acrylic rusticated mouthpiece, 3 small chambers, 12 millimeters in diameter, or about half an inch, and 2 sector switches, one which allows you to smoke 1 chamber at a time, and using the other will allow you to blend and combine and using the other will allow you to blend any combination of chambers.
Yes.
Chamber 1 and 2, chamber 1 and 3, chamber 2 and 3, or chambers 1, 2, and 3. You can also fit a slightly cut off match in each chamber in the draft hole. And with the mouthpiece turned, it will act like a lid for the chambers, allowing you to preload them and store everything you need to have a smoke. You could carry some spare matches, though, but it'll work in a pinch. And he posted a video on his Instagram, I think, too, of how the chambers work, and it is bananas.
Now, I'll explain. When you remember when we were in Chicago, Nate, we went into
Yeah.
that room next door, and I got
Yeah.
my monkey pipe. Remember, he
Yeah.
had a tasting pipe, which had 2 chambers. Remember?
Yeah.
And then you were able to turn a piece on the stem that opened up one or the other or both, which I found totally intriguing. He also wanted like $1,600 for that pipe. I don't even know who made it.
Yeah.
It was just unique. When Johann came up with this concept originally, it had where the first piece inside would turn and you were able to smoke from 1, 2, or 3. As soon as I saw it, it reminded me of that piece that we saw in Chicago. It just hit me in the face. And when he showed me how it turned, where you could choose between 1, 2, or 3, I said, what if you made another one where you can choose any combination, where we go from 1 only, 2 only, 3, like he said, or 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and so on and so forth. This is a tobacco blender's pipe. You can put 3 different types of raw leaf in there, straight Perique, Latakia, Virginia, and then turn it and smoke it and see which combination you like better. You could put in a different burley with the other 2 and keep turning and emptying out one and replacing it. And I thought this was the most unbelievable piece. The size of it is incredible. The stem turns all the way over to the top, comes out and becomes, it's just I mean, look, it's very rudimentary in its appearance, but it's actually ingenious in its operation. This, I commend him on. An unbelievable piece of work.
Yeah.
Mad scientist. That's what comes to mind.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
this is like
As-
Frankenstein's
Like
monster of a
Frankenstein,
pipe.
As a
Yeah.
tobacco blender is.
Especially
a
like
mad scientist.
on the smooth side, how it has like this little craggy section.
Mhm.
And there's like this burnt side, and then just the concept behind it. I'm like Frankenstein's monster. This entire pipe is just like has so many aspects of pipes. It's out there. It's weird. It's wonderful. It's
Perfect.
applaudable, if that's even a word. I don't know.
It's perfect.
You know, they say that, you know, nothing new has been done in the pipe world. Like it's all been tried before. Um, you know, like you said, you've seen other pipes that do similar things to this, but Johann's not been making pipes very long. And this is probably in his first, I don't know, dozen pipes. And it's just cool. Like it's cool to see that kind of ingenuity out of somebody that's relatively new. And I apologize if you've made more than 15 pipes. I know it's not very many. But like, man, like the ingenuity behind this, trying new things, pushing limits. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the char on the side and how like he brushed the grain out, and you can see the waves where the grain. I don't know. It's incredible.
Look, this is just one of those pieces. Like I said, it's genius. You know, like you said, he hasn't been making pipes very long. Okay. I'm smoking a pipe almost 40 years now. And the first time I saw a pipe like that was in Chicago with Nate. All right. A couple of weeks or maybe a month or two before that, Tobacco Pipes had posted a picture with 3 pipes. All right. Or it looked like it had one stem with 3 bowls, a tasting pipe. And I thought, oh my God. But it wasn't real. It was a made up image.
AI
Right.
image.
Yeah. So he goes, I said, well, yeah, if only something like that actually existed, it'd be great. And then we saw that one with 2 chambers, and then this. It's like it all came together. Full circle, as some people might say.
Idiots would say that.
I know, right?
It was actually me that was with you, Jay, when you got the
Oh, you
monkey
with
fight.
me?
Yeah.
That's
Nate,
right. That's
Nate was
right.
passed out in the lobby waiting for Taco Bell.
That's right.
Yeah, I
He
had
fell
no
asleep.
idea what you were talking about.
Yeah. Okay, Kirk, that's right. I apologize. It was you, Kirk.
That's okay,
I
Rumi.
kept trying to think of a monkey that I couldn't. I didn't know what
Nate
he
was
was
like,
talking about.
I was really drunk. I don't
Yeah.
remember any of this.
That's what he was
All
thinking.
he
Like, I
all
was
he
like,
kept thinking was brass monkey.
That funky monkey.
Brass
It's like I
monkey.
had a dream about a monkey that
Funky
night.
monkey. That's right,
Was the
Kirk.
monkey the guy that took my Taco Bell?
We went to the room right next door to us. Yeah, he had some selection of pipes. Remember how amazed I was when I picked that up?
I'm trying to remember because I saw a pipe recently. It was 2 bowls, but it was like
They were regular size. Like
it was
if you
like
took
it was
2
like
billiards.
this. It wasn't like that, was it?
Oh no.
Okay.
This was 2 chambers, 2 separate chambers,
Okay.
1 stem.
Okay.
That we saw.
Yeah.
Dunhill made a pipe with 2 chambers also. If it was a driving pipe. If you take a poker, take 2 pokers, all right, and put them butt to butt, so the chambers come out to the sides like this with
Mhm.
1 stem. Dunhill made a pipe like that, and it was a driving pipe, so you could drive with the top down in your, MG or something like that, and the wind wouldn't blow into the pipe, so you'd be smoking 2 bowls from either side.
Nate, we need a pipe kind of like Kirk just proposed for when we're podcasting. We can sit across from each other, like 1 bowl with opposing side church warden stems.
So you
Yeah,
can,
like Lady and the
so your
Tramp.
pipes can touch
Yeah.
above the table while you're recording.
Well, it's 1 pipe. We'd be sharing a pipe.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was there's
I've
one
seen
that
movies that came out of Tijuana like that. That's how it
there's
all
one
starts.
one of those popped up like on Instagram or something, and I was like, I kind of want this and take it to all the pipe shows and smoke with my buddies. We can smoke it together.
No one's gonna
Wow.
smoke that with you at a pipe show.
Wow.
Actually,
Although
Tyler,
I guess if you did
Ty-
nose warmers, it'd be romantic.
Will one of them have to be a ball sack?
Tyler Breyer Ginger said he'd smoke it with me. We would touch mustaches.
Must be a ginger thing.
Well, wait a minute. If you're getting so close that your mustaches touch, I don't see very much room in the middle for the pipe.
All right, real quick. I have a little thing I wanted to share.
This
Does it
video
have
is
sound?
canceled.
No sound.
No
Huh?
sound?
No sound. We have to sing it. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
So I have here Exhibit A.
Oh my God! Why?
I did this beforehand, so we wouldn't to waste too much time. But
Mhm.
So
His kids were
like
screaming
your-
in the background because you stole their fucking dinner.
Like your
So
short
here's-
clip you sent us yesterday, Kirk. Your short clip.
my short clip.
You sent us that clip
Well,
to
Oh,
Take away
on our
anyways.
Family Guy so we could see it.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Anyways, here you spread peanut butter on both sides, both pieces of bread. And then I like to use a spoon with my jelly. I don't know if anyone else I like the spoon so you can just glob it right in there.
Mm.
And you stick that right in the middle, right there. And you just go around like that. It doesn't have to be
Good thing
perfect
nobody
because
watches this stupid podcast.
it's almost like a jelly donut.
We
Yeah,
know
that's the
how
problem.
much.
That's why I don't eat jelly donuts either. They like squirt jelly all over my shirt.
No, not if the peanut butter's on both sides. It creates a seal around the jelly, like a gasket.
Yeah, until you bite into it and then it like
No,
Yeah.
no, no.
squirts
You
out.
bite into it. There's nowhere for it to go.
And
The peanut butter is holding it together.
no,
Yes,
you guys are wrong.
look at
just like
that.
that.
Why don't
That
you
was
guys just keep doing this
delicious.
show by
And
yourselves?
then a nice tall glass of milk. Oh gosh.
Forget the milk. Forget the milk.
Hey, Kirk, let's see you eat that. You want to wear your bib while you eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, here.
Now hold that bottom. Hold that bottom.
Yeah. Hold it tight.
Nope. Lift it up. Hold it up.
Oh, look, I can see jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Where do you see jelly?
I saw it on the side.
bottom.
Yeah, I don't need a bib, nothing.
It's because you got a mustache to catch all of it.
All right, back to what we're here for.
I'm leaving, dude. I'm done. Like, I will not tolerate this kind of debauchery on a podcast that I am on.
He's just getting hungry now.
This is a family-friendly show.
Now he wants
Kirk.
peanut butter and jelly.
All right, you guys see those pictures again?
Grunwald, go ahead.
Grunwald Pipes, aka Paul. To start out, I should apologize for not having any matchsticks. My submission is called the Double Spot Duck. This was not planned, and this is what the Briar revealed to me. Dimensions, weight is 53 grams. A wake duck is 103 millimeters or 4 inches total length. Sleeping duck is 75 millimeters or 3 inches total length. Overall height is 53 millimeters or 2 1/8 inches. Bowl diameter is 29 millimeters or 1 1/8 inch. This is a lot of stuff happening here.
What is that in freedom units?
I told you all the freedom units.
Well, like, can you put it in like American terms though?
This one's my favorite. The draft hole is 3.6 millimeters or 9/64ths.
9/64 is a common measurement, Nate. But what is that in American?
I think that's a half of a quarter. Like I guess like a third of a walnut.
A third of a walnut. That sounds more appropriate.
Reverse calabash info. Oh my, there's a lot of dimensions. Some people don't give us any dimensions, and Paul gives us all of them. I love
Paul
it.
gave us all the math.
Yeah.
All the math.
The cap threads in to allow cleaning of the cooling chamber, which Jay doesn't care about. The duck's head, and the threaded cap are both Tortuga with faux ivory dot. The tapered stem is hand-cut German ebonite. Thanks for the challenge, but I do not believe I have any plans to make any more of these. So looking at this pipe,
You could see the duck.
I see it now. Yeah. I can't. Yeah.
Is it just me or am I getting like this like deja vu? Like-
Of
Have we had this conversation about this pipe before?
no.
It looks
No.
like a canvas back duck. I feel like I've had this conversation with somebody before.
What's
But
a
that's
canvas
exactly
back duck?
It looks like a canvasback duck. That top right picture. The first thing I thought of.
The top right picture
What?
is a canvas back.
Yes. Dark head.
Yeah, I mean it's the body's a little darker than a canvas back's body, but it looks
But
like a
when you
canvas
look
back
at the
duck to
head,
me.
Yes. When you look at that head and the beak coming out,
I don't
maybe
know. I think maybe I
mallard.
had this conversation with Paul. I can't remember. I had this conversation with somebody. I've seen this pipe. I've talked about it. It might have been Paul that I was messaging. I'm not
and when
sure.
you look at that second picture, the middle picture on the left, you see sleeping duck. Yes.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Buried under the wing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
But
know,
I will say this about this pipe is that Paul nailed exactly what you were like, taking a full size pipe and bringing it down as compact as possible. He
Oh,
nailed that. Like,
absolutely got it.
Mhm.
Absolutely got it for what it is with a reasonable size chamber as well. Uh, but like I said, part of doing this and coming up with these challenges is things that they have never done before, or I've never seen them do before. He's known for his Lord of the Ring type pipes with the stem and everything else, and this is so out of his wheelhouse, which is probably why he'll never do one again.
Yeah.
But for what it's supposed to be for the challenge, he absolutely got it. You can't, if you can picture yourself taking one of these pipes, this pipe, for instance, putting tobacco in it, turning it into sleeping duck, and putting it in your pocket to go. That bottom piece that comes out to hold matches, you know, you could buy a sticky uh, thing for the striker to put on the end of that. You could pull a match out, strike it, light your pipe, and be good. Take another match to tamp it out or pick it out if you need to. This absolutely nails the challenge 100%. Shape, functionality, everything.
and it looks like a duck.
And it looks like a duck.
I
And
see the
if-
duck now, but at first, when I first saw it, the stem reminded me of like that, that leg, the leg pipe.
Yes,
Yes.
the leg
That's-
lamp,
Yeah, the leg lamp pipe thing. Yeah, that's what I kind of
the
thought
major
of.
award.
Major award.
Yeah.
But this is not from Italy like that one was.
Looks very fragile.
Yes. Now he absolutely nailed it. Perfect. Love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like the the bird's eye on this, and the grain is just pretty cool.
I like the
I,
lines.
like on the bottom, right? Or
Yeah,
yeah.
I just now noticed that when you zoomed in.
Yeah, almost giving it that asymmetrical type of appearance.
Yeah, a yin and yang kind of thing.
And you like asymmetrical.
On to the next one.
Nice. Yeah, let's go to the next one here. It's from
EP.
EP Pipes. It says
Yep.
finished in time pocket pipe with a foldable stem. That's all I put.
He takes ingenuity to the next level like Johan. I mean, the stem literally folds on a hinge with a roller,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
roller hinge. And it'll fold all the way up or all the way down. Put it in your pocket. It doesn't cover the bowl, but it still makes it a complete pipe that's compact. You don't have to take the stem out of your pipe to put it in your pocket. I think it's just ingenious. It's the ingenuity in these things that
Yeah.
really gets me, you know?
So there's like I get like a kind of a
Is it?
large tenon, right? That kind of goes in the
Right, that'll go and
Yeah.
it'll lock.
It's a
When I
nubby
saw this, it
tenon.
reminded me of those reverse calabash pipes that like Werner Mermet makes or Paul Menard made with the glass tube and has the two springs
Hmm.
where you can pull the stem out some. That's exactly what it reminded me of. But, made for this challenge. I think it's great.
Yeah, I like
Look,
the burnt wood rustication and stuff
Mhm.
too.
It's the uniqueness that makes
Yeah.
it so appealing.
Richard appeals to my appeals to my redneck side. He's a redneck, a hill womp from Kentucky, and he just makes things work. Like everything he does is, and I mean this 100% respectfully, in the most positive way possible. His stuff is cobbled together, and I love that. I love how
Yeah.
he just
I'll give you that redneck backwoods type feel to it.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
some of the most genius people you'll ever meet, they're just survivors, right? Like a lot of folks, especially in Appalachia, are just survivors. They make do with what they have. They find what they can. They will do whatever they can to that to put objects together to make things work
So
for a
basically, what
different
you're saying,
purpose.
this pipe was MacGyvered.
MacGyvered, yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's a much more polite way of saying it, but you know, I mean,
Yeah,
my family's
rather
from
than calling
Tennessee,
people
so I can say
rednecks and
redneck.
stuff. Yeah, you and your Tennessee. Let me tell you, I can't get away from that crap. I'm reading
Hillbilly.
I'm reading one of the books in my series, and they talked about the volunteers because he was wearing a T-shirt. I'm like,
Tennessee
you gotta be
Vols.
kidding.
Go Big
Even in my
Orange.
books, I can't even get away from it.
Go Big Orange, baby.
Exactly.
This is our year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it smokes well because once that tenon fits inside, I'm sure it fits and sits nicely. He wouldn't have made it so extended otherwise. So there's probably very little to no gap against the briar inside. So you won't get any gurgling or anything like that. It's, like you said, it's a very rustic feeling pipe that was Appalachia put together. I like it. Anything, Kirk, aside from peanut butter and jelly? Nothing on it?
No.
You don't like it? You just flipping through it?
No, I
Wow.
The pipe kind of reminds me of peanut butter and jelly.
Wow.
no, yeah,
Now
I like
So this
I like VP pipes.
this is Doug. He said my were you doing the Doug theme song? Is that what you're doing?
Something like that, yeah.
Here's your
My sub-
Paul.
Been a
My
minute.
submission. Okay, I'm gonna say this now.
It's a
You
minute.
guys
It's
want
been
to
a minute.
stop interrupting me?
Patty
Oh.
mayonnaise.
My submission for
Who's
the
this by,
month's
Nate?
theme is a pocket pipe with onboard homemade lighter. That's cool.
It's
wish-
very cool.
I wish you would have lit the lighter because I'm curious how that thing works.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't take a picture. He wanted to. He forgot to.
Well,
The fact that see, at first when I first saw it, I thought it was a plug like with the drilling.
oh yeah,
Because, but no. Then he told me it was a lighter that he made. So basically, where I had brought apart part of the challenge of something to carry along in it, matches or something.
mhm.
I never thought anybody would put together or build or manufacture a lighter to actually sit inside of it.
Yeah,
And it has
it's
your
crazy.
Paul type look, Justin, where, like you said, the shank coming up higher and the stem folding in and over, making it narrower, or at least narrower top to bottom. It's absolutely perfect. This is a beautiful pipe.
This is a beautiful pipe, and this is a thick pipe. When I look at this, I'm like, that's a nice thick pipe. I mean, like,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good looking pipe.
Earthy.
Yeah, it's got it going on, and I'm just floored by the way he made a little hole for that lighter to slide into,
Absolutely perfect.
right on the hip there. It's beautiful.
Hips don't lie.
It's
Hips
true.
don't lie. This is look, aesthetically, it's a beautiful pipe. Take
Super
away
aesthetically
take away
pleasing.
the lighter, take away the functionality of what the challenge was. It's just a beautiful pipe. Zoom into that top left. Come down. Right there. Look at the shape.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
The sandblast, the stem. The stem
It
is
looks like a butt,
it is
like a
And-
nice shapely rear.
Yeah,
you're hungry, aren't you? Now you're just looking for turkey ass. This is an elegant pipe.
I see what Nate's saying by its thick. It's thick.
yeah, it's
Wow.
elegant.
I'm a little turned on by this pipe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Now,
it's a good looking pipe.
come into that bottom left picture where the lighter is.
Covered the crack.
See, I just don't know how the lighter functions.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to know. That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of pipes on this challenge that I would have liked to see how they worked. So I don't know,
In terms of
maybe
what?
like how
You put
like
the tobacco in the big hole.
no,
Kirk, and then
I
yeah.
get that, but like it'd be cool to see them like in action, like how they fold up and all that stuff. You know what I mean? This with the lighter. I don't know, like it'd been
Guys,
cool if
give
someone
Kirk a break. He lives in Huntington, Indiana.
You put the lime in the coconut.
I'm just saying it'd be cool to
I'm
see
from there.
videos
Spent the first 18 years of my
of
life there.
I'll let you know how this operates and functions when I get it. Okay.
oh,
You
is that-
know what?
please do.
how many of these did you buy, Jay? Just
Oh,
this one?
just that one.
Mhm.
The thing that sticks out to me about there was something about this that felt familiar. This is the first time, honestly, this is the first time I've
Because it
ever
looked
seen
like
this pipe.
it looked like butt.
No, it looks like an Paul and a 320 had a baby.
Yeah,
You know,
the stem.
I could actually see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll give you that.
Yes. Paul
very
and the stem is
320-ish.
very 320. Author shape. Yes.
I love it. I love the shape.
It's a beautiful pipe.
It's actually a
Yeah.
really unique shape too.
It's just a look, the lines, that top left picture. If you put your eye on that top left corner
Hmm.
of the chamber, okay, the outside of it, and just
Mhm.
flow all the way down the back end and up to the stem.
Said back end.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
You already have a kid, Nate. Stop getting so excited over this.
I just think it's a beautiful pipe.
I know, but I can see you drooling. And that is our
That-
last one.
That is the
All
last
right.
one.
I left me smiling and satisfied.
Get your hands up above the table. Wash those hands.
So
I
what's
think-
next month's challenge, Jay?
Well, July's challenge, they already
Well,
have
yeah,
it.
this month's.
Yeah. You want to read it off? You have it up?
Yeah. Of course I do.
Justin, what are you smoking? Well, he's looking.
This is a Joe Hinkle.
Yeah, no. What are you smoking?
This is Frog Morton.
Okay.
What are you
Yes, Nate.
smoking?
That Seattle Pipe Club Hogshead, the bourbon barrel aged
Ooh,
one.
that's good stuff. Ooh,
It
I
didn't
didn't
come
know there
out
was a
yet.
bourbon burn.
Yeah, it didn't come out yet.
Hmm.
It'll be out. I forgot. I don't know
I
when.
like the Hogshead though, the OG Hogshead.
You know, the Hogshead, when it first came out and they gave us samples of the last Chicago show,
Mhm.
I wasn't completely taken by it, but the sample, I mean, there were 2 or 3 samples. It wasn't enough to actually get a grasp of it. When they sent me the tin and I started smoking it more, and it was actually in a tin, the tin note was amazing. And then smoking it more, it really was good. So I've never been a fan of the bourbon barrel aged anything. Plum pudding, I like the original, I like the special reserve. I wasn't thrown into the bourbon barrel aged one, and the rum one that they did for was
Mm.
Mississippi Mud.
I think that the Mississippi Rum
River.
Barrel Aged is better than the Mississippi River.
Okay, and that may be, and I could see your point in that because I do enjoy the river more, but I really do like the rum one for the Mississippi is good for an occasional smoke, but the regular Mississippi River is a very nice, clean, everyday smoke. That's the difference. This one I'm actually quite enjoying. I was surprised. I didn't think I would. The tin note is amazing, though. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm jealous.
Jealous of what? What are you jealous of?
Did you get to smoke that delicious blend?
Oh, okay.
You're special. You're on the
You
you're on the second longest active pipe podcast.
and the only one with a master of pipes as the co-host. Go ahead, Nate. Read it off.
Okay. You said, now since there was a bit of a break, I was going to save this challenge, but it is July, and it is our month of independence from this tea pushing, biscuit eating Brits. So, as American as we can get shape wise, harkens back to the days of the old Southerner. A cherry wood, also called a poker, but the cherry wood does have a slight difference. Originally, they were made from cherry wood trees and were the quintessential inexpensive basket pipe. But let's bring it up a notch. Any material of your choosing, but looking as authentic as possible to what a cherry wood pipe would have been like 100 years ago.
Right. Bringing back to what you had said with Kentucky and redneck and Appalachia, that's where my mind was going. If you're thinking back to, the Civil War or Outlaw Josie Wales, the movie and stuff like that, the red legs and sitting on a porch waiting for something to happen with a flintlock on your lap, rocking up and back. That's the pipe I had in my head. So that's where the cherry wood had, we've all seen them, and you would never buy one if you saw one, and if you did, you'd put it on the side as a showpiece or something. That very raw appearance of a pipe, almost just like a reed for a stem and a cut cherry wood, which is carved out. That's that old Appalachia type feel of a pipe, cherry wood. So I want to see what they can come up with in a more today fashion of it.
Is that kind of like the Missouri mirrors from the hardwoods that they do?
Very similar, right?
Okay.
Very similar.
Or like the didn't Rop used to do I think they were called cherry woods, weren't they?
Never seen the rock
like
ones.
They're like a tree branch hacked
Oh,
off, and it's
I
got
did.
another tree branch stuck in the side of it.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Again, all along those lines, aesthetically, and they could use briar and carve it and shape it, use ebonite or whatever stem they want to use, creating the aesthetic and the appearance of it. Or they could just use the actual materials and, sit there and whittle with it and carve one out. If I only knew somebody that did wood carving, they might want to try something like that. But I don't.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys come up with.
I'm always
again
looking
this
forward
month.
Got my carving knife right here.
I am always, that's a shiv. That's not a carving knife. I'm always looking forward
Is
to
this the
see
kind of
what they
redneck you
come up
were?
with. That's the guy. That's him right there. A matter of
You
fact,
got the
I have that
flintlock.
flintlock that looks very much like me when I used to get dressed for work. Of
That's that guy's name's Julius.
course it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You guys ever shoot flintlocks?
Oh yeah.
I love flintlocks.
And this is his wife.
Wow.
Heyo.
I don't know where you're going with this stuff. You could just, you could pull stuff up like that on your phone without anybody knowing. You don't have to carve it.
That's funny.
Flintlocks are my like I have lots of guns and I used to shoot competitively. There's nothing more methodical than a flintlock. I used to love it because you can go out there and shoot 10 rounds and it took you 2 hours.
Yeah, and you got to clean the thing when you get home, and it's awful.
Oh, that sounds terrible. 2 hours, you shot 10 rounds?
Oh my God. The
It's
math, the experimentation, just
But I sold
unbelievable.
all my my black powder stuff. Awful. Black powder is awful.
Oh no. I used to do black powder silhouette shoots.
Oh.
So I would use a 4570 Springfield trapdoor, and I would make my own bullets with paper patch black powder. And you would do shoots like that. And basically the 4570 trapdoor Springfield is a single shot. And the targets are simulated to appear to be 500 or 600 yards out. So you're actually sitting 300 yards, but the reduction in size of the targets gives the appearance of or measurement of what it would be if it was 500 yards, and so on and so forth. Sometimes we would actually move 400 yards back, and then you'd have 600 yards shot. And when
That's
you
because they don't have
hear,
that much open space in Long Island.
we got lots of spring. You give me the whole Pine Barrens. You're nuts. We have more golf
No.
courses here than anybody else.
Dude, one of the first guns I was allowed to shoot as a kid was my grandpa's black rifle, or his black powder rifle.
Yeah, the black
And-
rifle's an AR-15.
Yeah,
Okay.
the black powder rifle. It was not a flintlock, but a percussion cap.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, almost the same thing. You're
Ugh.
taking one part of the
Ugh.
equation out. That's all.
Ugh.
The percussion cap you put on it, and there's your spark, as opposed to measuring out what powder and how much you want to
It
use
gives me
inside.
flashbacks.
inside the flash pan. Oh, you
Cleaning
kidding?
it
Oh
in the
my God.
bathtub. Then I have to clean the bathtub after I clean the rifle.
No, he just did that to you on purpose to get you to go in the bath.
All right.
All right.
This has been Pipes, Pours, and Pow Pows.
Oh, very good, Kirk.
Ah,
Very
And
good.
here's a little bit
Peanut
Outro
butter jelly
music.
time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut
my
butter
sandwich.
jelly time. Where at? Where at? Where at? Where at? Now
You notice how
there
Kirk was
you
shy for
there you
20
go,
minutes trying to
there
figure
you
out the sound to
Peanut
go.
butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Sorry,
All right, I think we're good
just
now.
not doing it today.
He's gone.
Do the peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.